Okay, so things you like in your setup, I'll talk about that first. Club face is squared up behind the center of the ball, 90-degree angle. Club and ball pretty much neutrally centered in your stance, and for a middle-length iron, it's perfect. Your feet, basically the width of your shoulders, which allows you to pivot and transfer weight quite naturally. Grip, top hand, left hand is good. It's in a good leverage position. Had a couple knuckles showing. There's some anchorage there. With your bottom hand, that sometimes the hand would turn over a little bit. You don't want to see any knuckles on your bottom hand. You want to keep it more in the fingers as far as how you grip it. And that will keep your forearm from rolling over. That also keeps your shoulders a little square. So you really want to see a portion of your left forearm like you can see on the right here. And you can see all we can see is your right arm, right? So that has your shoulders lined up, not over top of your feet and hips, but left or open. So if we can square them up a little bit, make a big difference for that portion of it. The other part was the lower body. You tend to have too much sit down or squat. And as you can see, that really crowds your hand position on the golf club. You want to have your hands and arms hang down freely, so nothing's going to force you to move the club around your body. So I would suggest that you position the club first, then tilt from the hips forward, a little flex in your knees followed by that, and really staying on the balls of your feet for that good anchored position. So basically it's balance, posture, and shoulder alignment. Those are preparational things. You don't have to think about them, you prepare first that way. Now, one thing that would vary would be the distancing from the ball as the clubs change, but universally you stay in the same positions each time. We're going to watch your takeaway from the positions you're in now, and see how the club kind of gets almost lifted up with your arms and hands, just to release that right arm. Now it starts to fold as you rise up, and you can see how the elbows spread apart, right? So the club comes up in a pretty good angle on plane. There's the top of your swing. But usually the first sign that your arms have started to swing is that your lower body tends to spread apart. You can see at the knees, as opposed to keeping them quieter. And that happens when we can turn our shoulders back better in one piece. The lower body can stay a little more quiet and flexed by good balance. Here's the recovery part. Arms drop down nicely. You reflex your right knee. You clear that hip, and you extend the club down and turn your hands over and finish. As I said, that's perfect, but you got to hit a lot of balls on a regular basis to time that on a regular often basis. So to make it easier, the less moving parts to your swing, the better. And that's going to start with better positioning and things I mentioned. And that's it.